Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our show, Lifestyle with Dr. Mobi. I'm Dr. Mobi. Today, we're gonna talk about especially lifestyle with one of expert on lifestyle, fitness, training, and empowerment, Laurie. Laurie, welcome to our show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, well, tell us about your journey with lifestyle and how did you end up teaching a lot of folks on lifestyle?
Um, Empowerment, I've always been empowering people my whole life without really thinking about it. I was just the go-to person whenever somebody felt like their life was out of whack or, something bad happened. I was the person they called. And I didn't really think much of it while I was growing up. And as I went on a journey to, I guess, adjust my own thinking, because I grew up in abuse and trauma, and I did not like myself at all. I had to go inward. Basically, I dove inward and started paying attention to what my thinking and my thoughts and my beliefs. And as I dug into the different beliefs and realized that my whole foundation of what I believed was completely incorrect because I thought I was unworthy and would never amount to anything, all the things I was told. Um, and as I replaced all those negative beliefs with positive beliefs, is when I kind of stepped into my purpose and realized this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to help empower other people, um, basically, so they can be free and live their best life. So that's kind of in a short, a short roundabout answer.
Okay, great, great. No, I think you're absolutely right. Everybody has, their take on lifestyle. I also learned, unfortunately, by getting sick and one day not feeling well, that I need to pay attention to my lifestyle. And it's been 4 years, and since that, I've been really good with what I have learned so far, and continue to practice, and then preach.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it comes after that. So, tell us about your some of your clients which come to you. What are the few things which you see in them, uh, kind of helping them to start on this path?
It depends. Some of them already, are on the personal development and growth path, and so those conversations are a lot faster and easier. But then I have people like me that have that background of abuse, or somebody had said something very negative to them, and then they kind of shoved it in, and because when you keep processing those negative thoughts, they kind of become your beliefs, and then it gets shoved in your subconscious, and then it just kind of wreaks havoc. And so I tend to pull in the kind of people that really are, they feel trapped and stuck, and they feel like, there's got to be something more than this. They just get to the point where um enough is enough. It's almost like the last straw, like if this doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm going to do, kind of situation. So um usually the very first thing we usually start with is self-care, because usually when you get that point, you're not taking care of yourself, and so you don't even understand what you like and what you want, because you're so used to feeling that feeling of unworthy, and so you just don't even feel like you're able to receive. So we have to start there. We have to start basically at the beginning and evaluate what they like and start doing what they like and start honoring all pieces of yourself, because when you get out of alignment, that is when you get sick, or you get, like for me, it was migraines that I would get because I would get out of alignment. Um, And so it's basically digging in to figure out where they're out of alignment, what's their block, what's the mindset.
Mm, mm. And I'm so glad to hear that you really found your path and work, and you have probably helped a lot of folks. Nobody ever thought, with that would turn benefit not just to yourself but to so many people. I'm sure you have guided so many souls to the right path. So tell us also about, you mentioned about headaches, and I my journey also, actually headaches were part of that, and I never realized they are related to your diet and lifestyle big time.
Mm-hmm.
So my take is same thing, is once I fixed my lifestyle, headaches have completely gone away completely. I don't know how your experience was with that.
For me, I didn't realize there was a couple things with me. So Um, Sometimes I'll get headaches because, and it sounds kind of weird, because there's a message trying to come through, which I didn't realize that for a long time.
Mhm.
It was like something, almost like I would get a pain here because something was trying to come through. Um, but on the other hand, when I allow stress, because I'm a doer and I'm always trying to make things work, that I
Mm.
found that need to control and to force things into place per se would cause me to get really bad migraines because I'm actually out of alignment, because sometimes we feel like we have to do and go when really our body is trying to tell us, take a step back, give yourself self-care time, take a day off. You need to relax, you need to recenter, you need to refocus. um, I would spend so much time outward, I forgot to go inward, and when I started going inward, that's when it started to kind of click back into place and realize, oh my gosh, it seems counterproductive because I have so much to get done. So I feel like I have to go, when actually I get more done when I give myself that time to have peace and to have calm and to align. So,
And
yeah.
that's a beautiful passage, actually. A lot of people don't realize that. Absolutely right. Go, go, go means a lot of adrenaline. But adrenaline, actually, you lose the creativity and the thought and the efficiency too, because it's a fight mode for body. Body is going to fight whatever it is, whatever threat it feels. But the best things happen when your other system, the relaxed, more efficient, more cerebral part works. But that only works when we give time, when we slow down, not go, go, go. Exactly right. So that the same thing stands for, whether whichever phase we say, whether we do exercise, diet, or so people are on the go, go, go. They want to eat quickly and actually eat a lot of calories, and they don't know what they're eating. They never taste the food. They are out in 5 minutes. But that is very toxic to body, because
Mm-hmm.
um, we have I discuss a lot with my clients also, mindful eating. So
Mm-hmm.
if you take time to eat and enjoy and flavor your food, slow down, exactly right. Slow down, and then you will eat less, you will enjoy more, you will be more satisfied, and you will be actually helping your body much better. You know, so that is true. Unfortunately, fast food created that culture where everybody tries to also eat in the parking lot and leave in 5 minutes, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And that is really harmful for the body, as you know. So that kind of created all the problems with it. Absolutely right about that. Go, go, go approach doesn't work very well. So tell us also about, do you have also counseling for sleep, to improve their sleep, or a lot of your clients?
Um, for me, what I have found that helps with sleep is breathing exercises, because it actually gets your brain to slow down. And again, usually those people that go lay down and they could be full on exhausted, and then their brain is just still, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do that.
Mm,
Um, in essence, there's a disconnect between, again, your alignment, because it's so important to have mind, body, soul, spirit all in alignment. Um, so teaching them different breathing exercises that actually force them to concentrate on their breath
mhm.
instead of the mind. It's kind of like being still, quieting the mind can help them fall asleep. It even works, if you wake up in the middle of the night and again, your brain just wants to start going. Cause I was one of those people. Like I said, I always felt like I had to be going, 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 going. Um, but waking up, you can go back to the breathing exercises. A really good one, real quick, is just when you inhale and then count on the exhale and just get to 5. So if you can't even remember what number you're on, obviously your mind is not calming down enough. And then
That's
you'll start over. So if you don't remember what number on, you have to start over. I guess it's kind of aligned with what we used to do counting sheep,
I know.
except you're more concentrating on your actual breath, because that actually is helping you calm. And even when you go to sleep too, your heart rate slows down. So it's kind of helping you, almost like your body's getting ready to go back to sleep.
And that is true. So for sleep, that's what I practice anyways. But sleep, it's very important to understand, it's not like just shutting off completely. There's a lot of things happening to brain, both physically, emotionally, and those cannot happen if we have too many things on our mind and we not relax. Absolutely right. So a lot of people, unfortunately, they are tense or relaxed while they are in the bed. They're not relaxed, but they're tense. They're thinking about
Mhm.
what went wrong during day. So I tell them, assign some time away from your bedtime, and you can concentrate nothing but that. And also maybe have some positive thoughts, and also think about what good happened to you that day. Something
Mhm.
positive. So if you can count both, you will see that actually you will feel much better. There is positivity, relaxation, yes. Personally,
Mhm.
I recommend walking, evening light walking, not running. 15-20 minutes with your dog, with your whoever you like. 15-20-30 minutes, and those actually help you to get better and also feel a lot better. So you can sleep better, relaxation. So you can be on the computer and Facebook and so other social medias and trying to sleep. Unfortunately, it does not work very well. And I don't know why people have late broadcast 11 o'clock or whatever time. Um, that always there's some news that gets them too excited or right.
Mhm.
You don't want too much adrenaline before going to bed. You need relaxation. Absolutely right. You need some kind of maybe a gentle book or something. You don't want to find out what went wrong that day at 11 o'clock, right?
Right.
Except for the weather, right? Except for the weather, yeah. But I'm sure weather also you can check it out 9 o'clock. You don't need late hours to find out that, oh, that's gonna be, so it's not well planned. Absolutely right about relaxation. So your breathing exercise you mentioned, and also what other do you find helpful tips for patients or people to work on sleep?
On sleep, I did I did what when you were talking about being thankful, like a gratitude journal, just a notebook. Like I even have a notebook in my bed, and every night I try to write down all the things I'm grateful for that day, because then gratitude is one of your higher frequencies. So when you're trying to stay in alignment and be relaxed, there's nothing better than actually being grateful for what you have, even if it's just simple things like your pets or your family or the roof over your head, or that you had food that you could put in your stomach at night. um, that gratitude makes you relax.
That's
um,
true. That's true.
and for me, I like it's depending on the client. Like if they like nature, like you said, the walk, or just sitting out, watching the sun go down, just giving yourself that nice quiet time to kind of decompress, get out of your head, appreciate what even is around you
Mhm.
is helpful.
Yeah, and same, you can have maybe time with your parents, or maybe, that could be relaxing, anything positive. So during day also, my recommendation to clients is that, do some, whatever keeps you positive, do that during day, maybe just like 5-10 minutes going out, looking at the sky,
Mhm.
listening to nature, communicating, or just five. You don't have to spend hours there, but you can put that throughout day, so you don't get too divide up, because that can really ruin the day and your
Mhm.
efficiency, right? Which you said, if you got on go go go. See, the more sympathetic responses than fight or flight, then that actually tires you quicker, because it draws so much energy out of every cell, as that you're absolutely right. You can work more hours, and if you are relaxed and kind of give break in between, so that really helps. Do you find that helpful for your clients too?
Yeah, yeah, I consider that part of self-care. And I always tell them it doesn't have to be like you take a whole afternoon off. It can be something as simple as your favorite song on the radio,
Yeah.
or just even taking a few minutes to visualize where you want to be in your future, something that makes you extremely happy. It can be something really quick that they can transition throughout the day between coming from work to home or from home to work, the different transitions, because people don't think about what they're taking from one moment to the next. So they could have had a really rough day at work and then they take that home and now they're yelling at their spouse or their kids or somebody, while they could take those few minutes, even if it's just sitting outside the door for just a few seconds, do some breathing, listen to a song, something to get yourself. It's almost like transitioning from, okay, now I'm out of my work mode, now I'm in my home mode, and just do something in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like reset.
Yeah,
A
no,
reset, yeah.
that's true. There's a reset to it. And so, do you think we talked about a little bit about diet too? So, where do you see? I think you've mentioned about a lot of people indulge into these comfort food, because they're stressed. Or do you find that a problem for your clients too?
It depends. Usually, like I said, when you start taking time to do self-care, then that's when you can start understanding, like, I don't need the cupcake or I don't need the cookie. If I'm really stressed out, I can do a breathing exercise or take a walk or listen to a song. It's just a matter of almost like resetting that need. Why do I want the cookie? What is the reason behind the cookie? What do I think the cookie is going to give me? And then replace it with something healthier or better, um, alignment, because sometimes you don't think, you're just absent-mindedly, you just reach for a cookie because it's there. But when you actually take the time to go, why do I even want the cookie? What does this cookie represent? And then once you can understand that, then they're like, oh, I don't really need the cookie.
Yeah,
It's more of a mindset. Why? A lot of what I do with my clients is get them to look inward. Why do I need that?
yeah, why you need that, and why we were doing thing, and what was it trying to achieve out of it. Absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing is, comfort food. Also tell them, maybe try drinking water a little bit. So if you get that hungry, maybe you're thirsty and you think you need to eat something, I think you might need to drink something. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
drink some water, not carbonated, caffeinated drinks, but just regular water, good water, and maybe so that kind of gets you cut down some of the eating habits. And you're absolutely right. If we can counsel them or help them to understand, it's a, and also, every treatment does not work for everyone. So there are
Mm-hmm.
some treatment will work for one and some might not. And there's, we are all unique. We all have a unique genetic code. We all going to work out of that. And things, treatment and disease both work and manifest differently for everybody, because that's how we are. That what defines us. So we have to work with our strengths and weaknesses and kind of tailor those
Mm-hmm.
response totally different. So that's why everybody is so interesting, and everybody can be so interesting if we really study them and then work with them. So that's what I tell, that not every treatment will work for you, but don't give up, because you have to figure out your best, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your best. It saves a lot of people ask also about, is it going to be a difficult, what do you find that a lot of questions about, why I'm in that shape and what I have to do, like they are like, first they don't know they are in bad shape.
I just remind them, like, everyone's on their own journey, and every journey is beautiful, and every piece of you is beautiful. It's just a matter of getting in there and understanding what you're about. So, like you said, what works for one might not work for another. And like I even tell them that sometimes people think that's just a switch. Like, I just flip the switch and everything's just going to be better. And it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
The amount of time it took, because like I would use my own life as a reference, that I didn't just decide one day that I'm unworthy and not like myself. It was after, being told constantly that I was stupid and worthless. So just the same, to undo all of that, it's almost like you have to unwind and go kind of backwards and unwrap yourself from whatever it is that you were tangled in. So depending on how deeply and how long can sometimes, bear into how long on this side is going to take. It's not, again, it's not a magic pill. You can't just take this and go, everything's better. It's a
Yeah.
journey. And it depends too on how much, you can handle at one time. Some people can dive in really deep, really fast, where others are like, I'm one of those that's very stubborn. And it took more time for me sometimes to dig into why am I doing that and where did this come from? So yeah, again, it's all based on you because we all have our own personality and our own quirks and, ways that we do things. It's just a matter of wanting and choosing to do the work to get to the other side.
Mm-hmm. And that is so true. And other thing is, we have to always, this is also true, brain has amazing power. Brain is so complicated, it can bring you back, you never thought, or anybody doesn't think. But that's the beauty of brain, because and people ask me miracles, and I say, believe in miracles and it will happen. But yeah, whatever you, if you have positive beliefs, it will happen. Believe me, it works like that.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna be negative about that, unfortunately also is gonna really impair you. So that's how this choice we have, being positive or negative, the effects or the benefits out of it, nobody knows, because once we become positive, we seek so much positive energy, and we grow, that there's no end to it. So actually, but same way, negative thoughts are actually can really hamper, and so that choice is ours. But still we want to always do the other one best for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So any other message you want to give it to our listeners, or you want to summarize that for us?
I think the last thing I would really say is on your journey, if you look at it this way, if every day you take one step, in 365 days, you've now gone 365 steps. So when you look back from a year from now, everything's going to look a lot differently than it does today. It's just a matter of every day. Don't worry about the 365 steps. Just worry about the step today.
Mhm. And that's so true, that, and it's gonna be also, like any journey, it is slow and steady. It is not one day race. It might take a few weeks, but be patient, and result will come. And I've seen, people, as soon as the direction is correct, so once you become positive thoughts and your direction is correct, it can take a little time, but you'll get there. But direction has to be correct. You can't have wrong direction and then still maybe one day you'll reach, but you'll take a longer time. That's all. That with those, thank you for coming, and people can check out your website. You can tell if they want to reach you, so you can reach out to Laurie's info. And we have actually here down here, she's a transition coach and author with, and you can tell about your book. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to say about my book?
Yeah. You
Oh,
can.
yeah. My book, Second Chances: How I Turned Hate into Love and Found My Purpose.
Perfect, great. That people can check it out. So, okay, but thank you for coming, and will if there's any feedback, give us, please, whether it's Twitter, email, Facebook, whatever you like. And thank you, Laurie, for coming over and giving us a great talk. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
Take care.